AFTERBUZZ TV Network. Now the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and Bing.com, and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's Snooki and Jwoww After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Snooki and Jwoww After Show.
I don't care. I love it.
Yeah, we're back. Woo-hoo. After 2 weeks.
I know, a long time.
Oh my God. Long time no Snooki Jwoww. Thank you for doing and we're here doing another episode of the Snooki and Jwoww After Show. And I am your host, Erika Vieira, and I'm joined here by my two lovely co-hosts.
Hi, I'm Kelli Taylor.
Hey guys, I'm Annika Michelle.
And we finally got to see the proposal.
Roger finally pops the question and MTV doesn't lag it anymore.
Finally, and like not consistent with our prediction, they did not try and stretch this out into 2 episodes.
I know. That's
Thank
the
God,
first.
actually.
Yes.
That would have driven me nuts.
Yeah.
They drag everything out.
Yeah. They didn't in this episode. This episode went by fast.
It did.
It was an hour, and it was fine being an hour, because our biggest gripe the last
9
entire
episodes.
season was that it was like a half hour too long.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this one I felt was paced pretty well. You know, there's stuff going on. There's a proposal. So let's get right to it. Let's start at the beginning with the fake date.
Well, I thought Jenni would be a little more upset. My prediction from 2 weeks ago is I thought they would be arguing a lot more, because it looked like to me they were arguing at the table, but she was upset, but she didn't let him see her that upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, I think she was upset and she didn't show it all. And I thought it was sweet that she was like, it's okay, I know you're gonna do it in your time, I don't want to pressure you. Because a lot of girlfriends would be like, what the hell? Like, why didn't you propose to me? You put me through this? Like, you're crazy. And they'd just fight and, you know, turn into a huge fight. But with her, she's like, it's okay, I know you're gonna propose to me, you know, like, I'll wait, it's fine. But a lot of girls would not react like that. So
Yeah.
it was nice to see that side, like, you know.
I thought she acted cool about it. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have been as cool. But at the same time, like, I thought it was a little bit weird that she never actually called him out on it. I mean, he's known as being a jokester. I mean, it's like a hot pink limo.
Yeah.
They go to this fancy restaurant, or where, if that's considered fancy, I don't know. The waitress is in like a Hawaiian shirt. But
Show your ID to get in.
I know. It was like, but I mean, you know, she dressed up. It was a pink limo, that whole thing. And so it's like, he's known for being a prankster. And I would have been like, come on, is this a cruel joke? Like, did you really do this on purpose?
Yeah.
And she never called them out, and I totally thought she was going to at some point. I mean, she said, like, she mentioned, oh, I thought this was going to be a proposal, but she didn't say, did you do this on purpose?
She kind of not called him out, but she kind of told Snooki, she was like, I feel like I was on punked. Like,
Yeah.
you know, he put me through all this and everything. And like at the end, I was like waiting for my ring. I'm digging through the cake to try to get the ring. I'm like, God, I can't eat this anymore, but I have to find my ring. This poor girl. Like,
No,
I feel like
I
she's
felt
been
so
through
bad.
so much. She went through, you know,
That
everything
trip
in
to
Maine.
Maine.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
The trip to Maine, she
Clam
went lobster
digging.
fishing. I mean, she went through like poo things. I mean, this girl has
And she's like girly girl. She's not like farm country,
yeah,
you know.
And I have to give it to her. I thought she'd be complaining a lot more on all these things, and she really didn't. She just kind of kept it to herself.
She just looks sad.
She pushed through it.
Very sad.
But yeah, she finally after everything, like, got her ring, which I'm so happy about.
I think that's why she wasn't so upset tonight because she's already been faked out once. So she was just kind of like, oh, whatever. I just waited out.
When faked out?
Well, when she went to Maine, you know, Snooki kept on saying, oh, he's taking you away. He's going to propose. And it was in her head. She thought he was going to propose too. Yeah. So she was just, you know, I'm done with it. We'll just let it happen when it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just funny, like, kind of dissecting the date a little bit. All those drinks she was drinking, I was like, oh my God. Like, seriously? Like, I'm like, she just consumed like 2,000 empty calories, like liquid calories. And not just like the alcohol, but all that sugar stuff. Like, no wonder she threw up.
And she topped it off with the cheesecake.
Oh my God.
She had to go to that cake for the ring.
Oh my God.
I'm surprised she didn't get more drunk because she mixed alcohols. Like they say you get more drunk if you mix different alcohols. She had like so many different kinds of alcohol.
She had like champagne. She started with champagne.
Wine.
She had some like, did she have wine too?
Yeah, and she had like a mojito. She had like a martini.
That chocolate thing.
Chocolate mousse. I'm just like, girl, I can't even keep up with your drinks.
And they were all like those sugary ones. Like, I swear to God, each one of those is probably like 400 calories.
And she just kept downing and downing and downing. And Roger's just sitting there like chilling, like, all right.
Yeah.
She said she was nervous, so she just had to get drunk, I guess.
I know, and she threw up.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't you after all those?
Yes. Oh my God, I would have thrown up like way before that. I'm a lightweight, but like, oh my God, I saw her. I'm like, oh God, that just seems so gross. And then, you know, to top it all off, you see her like digging into the cheesecake. She's like, where the hell is this ring?
You know? Before she even got to the cheesecake, just imagine, you know, we're thinking someone's gonna propose to us. We get drunk, and it's like if it were to happen, she would have missed the moment because she was so sick.
Yeah, that's true.
That would have sucked.
Like, what if it wasn't a cheesecake? Then she's just like,
Yeah. And then by then she's just like, you know? And she just threw up. Like, really? Do you want to get proposed to right after you threw up?
Right, and then like you don't want someone to kiss you after that because it's like that. It's just not a good time, you know?
And like he's like, I'm definitely not getting laid tonight. No, Roger, no. I mean, no.
Like any other night, it's no different.
We'll talk about Roger getting laid when we fast forward to that part. It's so funny.
But I do. I mean, okay. So like at the end of it, like they go home, and I think Roger really realized, like, ooh, like that wasn't that nice. Like he maybe thought it was funny or whatever, but Jenni was really sad. And I think he legitimately felt bad.
And he said he didn't think she would get that upset. Like, I don't think he thought about it. He just thought, oh, she would think it's funny.
Typical
but
guy.
I'm
like, how could a guy not know?
A girl's not going to think that's funny. A girl's going to get upset.
Yeah. No matter how cool the girl is.
Yeah, she kept it together for him, but she cried on the phone with Snooki. It didn't look as though she were crying, but she was like sniffing, wiping her eyes. I didn't see a tear, but I thought she was crying.
You could hear the frustration in her voice and the sadness.
She was wiping her eyes. Like, I think she was crying.
Okay.
I think she was. And like Snooki, I loved how like Snooki and Johnny took the time to like really like, Johnny said, yeah, he's a douche. He's a douche. Like bona fide douche. Like he can call me short, ugly, fat, but he's a douche.
and then Jenni even told Snooki, Roger didn't want me to tell you that because he didn't want you guys to like think that he's mean, and he didn't want you guys to not like him, and you know, and it was like funny because she's still sticking up for her man after all that.
I know.
Well, she has to.
Yeah. If she's
going to marry him one day, so she has to. She can't make him seem like that much of a bad guy.
No.
Yeah.
One thing I want to mention, like with like the beginning of the date, like I just wrote this down because I thought it was so funny. Because at first I thought she was joking when she said this, but I think she was serious. She's like, "Oh, the pink limo, it's the perfect interior to drive me to my proposal." Like, really, that was like the cheesiest limo ever.
Well, she loved it. The strobing lights inside and outside. We thought were paparazzi shots.
Yeah. When she went back to the car, we all like when we were watching it, we all thought that, oh my God, it's paparazzi. It's like, no, it was like the strobe from like the cheesy pink limo.
I love the fact that she said that she was embarrassed by everything that happened. I'm like, you weren't embarrassed by being seen in that big pink limo?
I know. And her Elvira dress.
She loved that thing.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, all right. So maybe moving on from that. We kind of see now like Snooki and Jwoww getting together and like rehashing everything. And, you know, Snooki kind of, I think Snooki predicted it. She's like, okay, so they're going skydiving for no reason. Like, he's probably going to be
Even
proposing.
Johnny's mom, I think, was sitting next to her holding the baby.
That.
She was like, oh no, she's going to fake her out. She's going to do it when she least expects it. And then when she told her she's going skydiving, she said, no, that's when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wonder if Jenni thought that too, but they just didn't really play that off. But because I know I would think like, okay, skydiving. Like, if after now you don't propose, I am gonna be like legitimately pissed.
She didn't seem like she was that surprised.
No, she didn't.
When she got to the ground, it was just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You don't see me sitting here on one knee with this big postcard. Like, what do you mean? What am I doing?
Well, let's talk a little bit about Snooki and Jwoww, and we'll get into like the actual proposal. So like they're chatting, and like Jenni says she's like, I was like so, and this is something that I would think about too, and I think we talked about this even in the predictions. Like she's like, I was embarrassed because I thought it was gonna happen. And like I was embarrassed sitting there and like waiting, and it didn't happen. And like when you think back at like, oh my God, I really thought it was and it didn't. Like she's like, I was embarrassed.
It's like a huge letdown too.
Yeah, and they're like it's a cruel joke.
Because it'd be one thing if it happened to like not be on TV, but this is televised for everyone to see.
Yeah,
that'd be one thing, you know.
I think that's why he did it.
Yeah, probably.
You know, they needed a storyline.
Yeah.
He needed to do things to kind of like get her not upset, but to kind of just get her wheels turning and get her thinking about it.
They needed it for the ratings.
I'd like to see that list of ratings.
Well, I would think out of all the episodes, this one probably would be
the highest
rating.
That
between
and
this and
the birth.
Yeah, because those are the two major things. Like at this point, like what else really are we gonna see? Not
Maybe
too
like
much.
wedding planning, but
yeah, barely. I doubt it because it sounds like they're not even there yet, or they're maybe planning now. But like we're obviously not gonna see a marriage or anything like that. So I think the rest of the
two
season,
big occasions.
yeah, and I think we're pretty close to the end of the season. I think the season only has 12 episodes, and we're at episode 9. So just, two more? No, 3 more.
Three
more.
Yeah, 3 more. So, I mean, there's probably not too much that's going to be happening. But it'll be interesting to see what happens with the show in the future, like what they're going to choose to focus on. Mm-hmm. If this even gets picked up for another season, I don't know.
I was thinking that myself.
Yeah.
If they pick it up, they better drop it to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Or don't lag everything, MTV, please. Don't stretch it out. Jam pack everything in an hour or 30 minutes and just let's go fast.
Yeah, you listening, MTV? You got some big fans in the show, but we got some good constructive criticism because, where we like it, but they drag it out. And
Way too much.
There's just not enough content, and that's fine. Just make the show appropriate for that. You know, there's things we do want to see, and there's things that are interesting, but don't.
Yeah, and they could do special episodes for an hour, kind of like we were just saying with the 2 episodes this season. But everything else, I mean, 30 minutes max.
Yeah, the bridal shower or the baby shower did not need to be that long. Kelli, one of the things I want to mention this because I thought this was hilarious that you totally noticed was during their lunch. Do you want to talk about that? This is funny.
So while they were talking, Snooki was just like filling with a little packet of crackers, and I don't know why I
didn't even
saw
notice
that either. But every time they flash back to her, she's like balling on the crackers. For 45 seconds, I'd never seen the packet get opened.
I know Kelly's like, Snooki cannot open that
And she
packet
finally
of
just
crackers.
put it down. You never saw her eating it.
never
She
ate
just put
it.
it down. She's like, all right, well, I guess I'm not having crackers right now.
The whole time she was trying to open that. And you know those stupid little packets of crackers are really hard to open sometimes, especially if you're you're eating, your hands are slippery.
Yeah.
You can tell she's like sitting there.
Yeah, and they zoomed
I want
it
my
in, and
crackers.
she's just sitting there fumbling with the plastic. It was so funny. That was like the highlight of my episode.
Really? You got
More
a
than the
proposal? And that's the highlight?
I mean, they dragged me along for 9 episodes. Yes, the packet of crackers.
That was her comedic relief.
That was it. That was Kelly's moment. Yes, the packet.
The proposal was cute, but the crackers was more entertaining.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. We had a nice laugh. So all right, so let's talk about it. The proposal. What do you guys think?
I think, we kind of discussed this. It was interesting to see that now they make everyone do a video, like saying on the video, do you want to say hi or bye to anybody? Like, we were like, what? So you can play when I'm dead at my funeral or what? Like, what are you going to do with this video?
I know. We were talking about this a little bit ago, a little bit off topic. We were talking a little bit about like skydiving, and is it really that dangerous? You hear, do that many people die or get injured? I don't know. I don't really hear of too many accidents,
Yeah.
but it must, it's huge liability. I'm sure they have to sign a bunch of paperwork and all that. But like, kind of like, with Jenni, I mean, she was scared. She looked scared. I would be
too.
scared.
I'd
Yeah.
be terrified.
I'd be so terrified. So none of us
deathly
have
afraid.
skydived, right?
No.
No.
The only one that has is
the one that's
Steph,
not here.
and she's not here tonight, but she'll be back next week. But yeah, none of us have skydived, and I would be just as scared as Jenni.
Yeah, I would not jump off the plane.
No.
Ring or not, sorry.
No.
Okay, I would have gotten there. I would have taken the class. Like Roger asked her, take the class
Yeah.
and decide whether or not you want to do it. I would have taken the class. I would have gotten dressed. But the minute they said, is there anyone you want to say hi or bye to? Oh, I'm done.
Yeah.
You just reminded me that I might die.
Yeah.
I'm finished.
I think I would. I'm all about trying something, like at least trying it once. And I think at first, because I didn't know too much about skydiving, and I thought you actually have to go out by yourself. I didn't realize you go with a professional. And so when you see that, I was like, oh, okay, well maybe I would consider it. I'd probably have to have a couple shots of tequila first, but I would probably I would consider it, and I would ask a lot of questions, a lot. You know. But I think I'd do it. People that do it say it's an incredible experience.
No, everyone who's done it and have survived have loved it. I mean, I don't know what people thought. I mean, that passed away because I couldn't ask them any questions, but everyone I know has survived skydiving. But
Yeah, and it's cool to have the video because I think they always will have like the guy have a video or something.
yeah,
of it.
the one hanging off the plane door.
Yeah.
Did you guys see him? He's just like chilling off the plane door, like.
I didn't know what he was doing.
Yeah.
I thought he was like holding it open, and I'm like, okay, it's a door, so it has to be like you don't need to hold the door open. And he's just hanging out there, and I'm like, what is he doing?
I know.
Then he finally jumped. It was funny. If I were to do it, like we'd have to work up to it. Take me to the top of a tree and let me jump off of a tree first. I am not.
Really? See, I would want to just do it, like
Not
be
jumping.
done. Like I'm not gonna like work it in stages. I'm not gonna go on a tree. I'm not gonna go on a building. Just like do it and be done. But no.
Yeah.
So we're all kind of with Jenni. It's kind of a scary experience, but she was a trooper. She did it.
She did it.
She kind of like, you could see it in her face. She's just like, oh, Jesus Christ, I don't want to do this. You know, it's like, ugh. But she does it. And they jump, and Roger's all red, which I got his red face. And Jenni like looks all crazy with the wind and everything. But then she gets down. Well, first Roger gets down, and then we see like the whole setup, which is super cute. And then he gets down on his knee, which is so cute.
So cute. Just waiting for her down on his knee.
I love that his sign said, love your big gorilla.
No,
He is.
so cute. That's exactly what he is, a big gorilla.
Yeah.
So cute. I have to admit, I teared up a little bit.
It was
Did
cute.
you guys?
It was
You
so
did it?
cute.
No?
No,
Kelli.
Kelly is still hung up on the crackers.
I am.
Kelli's like,
No,
no.
I'm upset. It's been 9 episodes.
Yeah.
Like, we should have did this 4 episodes
Oh,
ago.
so that the fact that they dragged it out, you're just like over
Yeah.
it now.
I was just like, yeah.
It was cute. It was
teared
really
up.
cute.
That
I was like,
sweet.
It was really cute, and I'm really, really happy for her and excited. Let's not get that part wrong.
Kelli's just heartless. She has no romantic side. It was sweet.
it was fun. I thought I liked the sign. I liked the flowers and the heart petal, and like he was just waiting on a knee. She's like, "What are you doing? What are you get up? What are you doing?" And it's like, well, he's proposing to you, and then like.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm shaking, my hands are shaking, I just jumped, I don't know. And like, she finally saw the ring and she was just like, oh my gosh.
I think
Yeah.
she knew.
Yeah, I think she kind of knew
She
too.
knew that.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, if after that you don't propose, like I'd be like, dude, really?
And why would he just randomly, like you said, want to go skydiving?
Yeah, you're a gorilla. Like you're acting like a freaking ape right now. Like seriously, like a buffoon. Like,
That would have been the end of the relationship if he would have
honestly, it would have
said,
been like, dude,
this was for fun, gotcha.
again.
On one knee too.
Yeah.
Pop up, gotcha.
That would have caused a fight for sure.
Oh, and tomorrow we're gonna go cliff diving. It's like, no, I did not sign up for Survivor.
Yeah.
You know, but overall, it was an adorable proposal. And then he continues the party, the after party,
after
proposal
party.
after party.
Now, I thought the after party was really cute.
I did
Yeah,
too.
he really had his friends go and kind of decorate the house.
No, sweet.
And the dogs were dressed up. I love animals in costume.
See, I don't. I hate animals in costume. Actually, like I detest animals in costume.
Oh.
I know the dogs don't like it. But I love
I
it.
think it just looks so gross. Not gross, just like, I just have issues. That and like commercials where babies talk, you know, like it's just like, you know, those commercials where they act like the babies are like real like adults and they're talking like fakely. It's like the same level.
I feel like we're so far off topic. We should talk about supermarket sweep again.
Yeah. Oh my God. But like I see animals in costumes and I'm just like, those poor animals.
They don't like it.
No.
But I thought it was cute.
It's cute. Wouldn't have been cute for me though. Like for you, you weren't into the pro. I'm not into the dogs. So. But
Jenni
Jenni liked it. Wow. That's all that matters. She thought it was cool.
I think I don't think it's that hard to impress Jenni.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, gee.
I love her, but I don't think it's that hard.
Well, after she'd been let down so much, anything she's probably like glad. I mean, by now she's got the ring.
Yeah.
Well, that ring was. Let's talk a little bit about the ring.
Very impressive.
That ring was.
That thing needs a
gorgeous.
bodyguard with her
Holy
constantly,
cow.
maybe two,
Oh my God.
because that ring was ginormous.
He did good. That ring was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was really pretty.
I like how he incorporated the little pink on the side.
and it wasn't like gaudy big pink, but it was a beautiful ring. I kind of wish I know they have pictures of it and all that, but I kind of wish on the show
They
would have
zoomed in on it.
Yeah, I would have really liked to like see it.
Or
but-
see it on her finger, because we never got that either.
No, he put it on her, but like she was so shaky and so
And
like
it was
"Oh."
just her hand just
Yeah.
kind of moved.
Yeah.
Even when the jeweler brought it over, it was just like a quick pan across it. They didn't
was.
even
zoom
into
in.
it.
I wonder if they did that on purpose.
But I love how they go back upstairs and Roger has an entire room with the heart petals
I
on the bed.
know.
And then like Jenni goes to the bathroom or something.
And he falls asleep.
Well, no, he
Oh,
like
no,
lays
the
on the
chocolate.
carpet. And he's like, oh, wait, I'm going to get some chocolate and put it like right where she needs to work and puts it on his like lower abs. And like she comes
so
out
random.
and she's like, what are you doing? He's like, well, just come over and work over here. And like, this is a clue. Come on.
That was like the most random thing ever. I was like, what's he doing? I like chocolates, to like the, you know, just like the next person, but like, oh, okay.
And then I love how like she's like, okay, I'm gonna go draw us a bath, and like she goes to the bathtub, puts bubbles, champagne. Come on, Roger, babe, come in here. Fast asleep,
I
gone.
know.
The one night he's gonna get sex.
I know.
That was my other favorite part too. Like he's worked up to it for these 9 episodes, and the
know.
minute she's ready, he's like,
He's exhausted. Probably did a lot of work planning everything, or it was probably fake. I don't know.
jumping out of that plane took a lot out of him.
Yeah. But one quick thing I want to mention too, what I thought was funny was that it was the same limo driver with the pink limo. Because you remember she's like,
Yeah.
oh, you again. I thought that was funny. The limo was like, yeah, this time it's not a pink limo.
She's like, this time I got the ring.
Yeah,
Did you hear her?
Oh, she said that.
I didn't hear her say that.
She's like, this time I got the ring. It happened.
I know.
You know, I was kind of sad that she didn't tell Snooki.
I was too. I mean, I have a feeling that's going to happen soon, but like
Yeah.
I would have thought, even over the phone, because like Snooki would have wanted to
She
hear
could have
it.
FaceTimed
I feel
her.
like
Yeah.
I feel
She said
like
she wanted to see her.
it happened. Like she did tell her, but for the TV, they made it seem like she didn't.
Yeah.
Like, how could she? I mean, are you kidding me? She called her. The last person she called was her right before she got on
Yeah.
the plane. You know, like I feel like she did, but they didn't capture it, or like she didn't. You know,
You want people to hear your voice like after it's happened. Like there's something really
you're like trembling. and
excited.
still,
Yeah,
like,
you're like crying and like I know when my husband proposed to me, like we called our parents, he called his, I called mine, like I texted all my friends and like same thing. My sister just got engaged and like she
Yeah.
called us literally after. You can hear the excitement in the voice, you
And
know.
you become part
also-
of the moment. You
yeah,
know, if you wait
that's
3
true.
weeks and I show you, I'm just like, I got engaged.
Right.
Like, it's no excitement.
And it's like,
no
why didn't you tell
moment.
me sooner?
Yeah.
You know, like, really?
Totally.
So I think we're all on the same page there. I thought it was weird too. I thought like, oh, tell her. Just tell her. She wants to know. She's not doing anything. She's staying around,
with the poor baby.
With the baby. It's like every scene, let's talk about that a little bit too. Like some of the conversations, like every scene we saw with Snooki, literally she just, I don't even think she moved. I think she changed a flower in her hair and that was about it. Like every scene she's sitting there with Lorenzo.
Who's now has a
real
social security
person.
card.
Yay.
And I love how she was like, he could be a president or even an Olympian now. And I'm like, Snooki doesn't work just like
Yeah.
that, but okay.
Yeah. And a lot of Olympians aren't actually American. Too.
No.
No.
The ones here, yeah.
But she was excited for him.
Could be a college graduate, Snooki.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Let's just fast forward and talk about being the president.
Yeah. But it was, you know, seeing Snooki, they had to throw her in there a little bit during this episode because it is the Snooki and Jwoww. And
It is.
It's nice to see the conversation between the two girls because obviously they're really close, and Snooki's probably like Snooki and Johnny are both like, dude, douche. Like even after like, you know, Jenni was like, no, he didn't propose. After the
fake one.
The fake
not
one.
the fake one. After the
main trip.
No.
Let's play.
After the actual proposal.
Which one?
Yeah.
After the actual proposal, like Jenni didn't say he didn't propose, but like Snooki's like, anything else happen? And she's like, no.
She's like, yeah, we just popped some champagne.
yeah,
And that's it.
and like Johnny and Snooki were both like, oh, douche, like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So
You know, I think it was for TV too.
I think
Yeah, I
it
think so,
sounded
too.
fake
It
when
did.
Snooki said that. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. It didn't sound like it was authentic.
I know, I was like, oh, anything else happened? No, like what?
Yeah.
It's like,
What are you talking
what are you talking
about?
about?
Right. And you know they don't talk like that.
They
So
don't
it's
talk like that. Like Snooki would have been like, dude, he didn't propose again?
Yeah.
And Jenni's like, no.
Yeah.
You know? No.
And then Jenni would have had choice words to
Yeah.
say. So yeah, I'm with you. I think,
it was
for TV.
I think it was for
TV.
TV too.
MTV.
But I think that's it. I think we wrapped up the
Your
episode.
reality show.
Anything else to add for the episode, ladies?
No, that
we
was
covered it.
It was good.
That was it.
It was good. It was a very enjoyable experience.
Yes.
We had fun watching it. So we got some news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
All right, Kelly.
OMG. So since we were on hiatus last week, it's like Snooki overload with news. First off, she's writing a book.
Oh my gosh.
And it's going to be about her pregnancy. She's releasing it sometime next year. It's not advice, it's just about the things that she went through. She also had a make under for xovn.com, and Steven has pictures for us.
Yay.
Oh, wow.
That's one.
She looks cute.
She does look cute.
Really
And they like
cute.
strip down the bronzer and the eyelashes, and
Yeah.
there's
Pretty.
another.
She's pretty.
Aw,
And
that's
Oh, wow,
cute.
she looks really pretty.
Yep.
Her hair is really long, or
Oh my God,
extensions,
the
or whatever that is.
extensions,
Yeah.
How pretty
So she
looks.
says now that she is basically, since she's become a mom, she's just using softer eyeshadow, but she's still going big on the lashes. So I thought that was like a great picture. I think
looks
she looks a lot
beautiful,
better than
yeah.
without, or than with all that extra makeup.
Even like the dress is making her look more motherly.
It is.
Yeah.
The pose, even the hair, because, you know, a lot of times she'll do the crazy something with the hair, like just soft. And
I think
long.
her hair has come a long way. She actually
Remember
looks
she had
really
the poof,
good.
the
Yes.
Snooki poof
Yeah.
that she was so known for? Like, she doesn't do that anymore.
And
People
I'm
were-
happy about that.
People wore the poof for Halloween.
Yeah,
Just the
yeah.
poof.
Just the poof?
Yeah. Didn't you
Oh.
see Ellen DeGeneres dressed up as just Snooki's poof?
No, I didn't
Yeah.
know. But you're a big Ellen fan. You watch
Yeah,
her
I
show.
love Ellen. But
All right.
My
So-
sister was Snooki for Halloween, and
Really?
her now fiance was. Actually, it was funny. Her fiance was Situation, and
that's
my husband was Pauly D, and I was Cleopatra.
oh, just
Okay, we're gonna reel this one back in. I got more news.
I couldn't figure out. Like, I'm not really a Jwoww. My
That's
sister took
funny.
Snooki. I'm like, well, I'll just be Cleopatra. I had the costume.
Snooki also graced us with the cover of Us Weekly. She tells
Yes.
us about how she lost 42 pounds
Wow.
after pregnancy.
42. She gained
What
a
did she
lot
do?
of weight.
I didn't go.
Oh,
They didn't
okay.
go into all that. She just it basically was a plug for Us Weekly. Pick up the magazine.
Pick up the
You'll see
magazine, find
how
out.
she did it. So next thing, there's no wedding date, but she knows kind of what colors and things like that.
Oh,
She
yeah?
wants to have a classic white, beautiful wedding dress, but she also wants to incorporate leopard. And
Oh,
she's
God.
thinking the bridesmaids will wear leopard.
wow.
She's inviting the whole Jersey Shore cast to the wedding. The girls will be a part of it. The guys are just invited. They're not going to be standing up with them. Maybe Pauly D will DJ. No date set. She wants it televised if MTV allows it.
I would see that wedding over like a bachelor wedding.
I'm
That
sure
would be like
MTV
a cool
is
wedding
gonna,
to
like,
watch.
Pay them to do it. Like, not
Yeah.
even,
She said no to a joint wedding though. So
No, okay.
she would not do a Snooki and Jwoww joint wedding.
Well, yeah, because they
either.
both want the attention for themselves.
Yeah. I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
Was there like any date or anything? Or
No, she says that she wants to focus on being a good parent to the baby first, build a house.
He hasn't even proposed yet, really.
Not
Not
really.
yeah.
whatever, when he kind of did the thing when she found out she was pregnant and they did that little
Yeah.
proposal, but not a real one. But she wants to focus on being a mom, build her house, and then start planning the wedding.
That makes sense.
Yeah, or they could just go to the courthouse and get married too.
That's true.
They have a baby together.
Yeah.
True.
But anyways, that's my personal opinion. Anything else or?
That was it.
All right. Before real quick we do predictions, just remind you guys to go to iTunes, rate us, comment us 5 stars. If there's anything that you want, any questions, we definitely read all those comments. So for sure, reach out and rate and watch us on iTunes too. We love our iTunes viewers. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
And predictions.
The big one already happened today.
The preview shows us, it seems like it's a bachelor party.
Dadchelorette.
Oh.
A what?
Dad, like D-A-D, Chelorette. Like Dadchelor party. Like
So for being parents,
Yeah.
basically.
Oh, so it wasn't for Roger.
I thought it was
No.
for
I
was
Roger.
too.
It was for-
I was thinking, I
it
was
was
like,
for-
that's kind of soon. Like,
yeah, it was for being parents. Because it's their first like going crazy.
And that actually, I'm excited to see that because that's what I loved
too.
about Jersey Shore. All the times they would go out and go crazy and like, I mean, honestly, like what we see Snooki doing, I'm like, oh my god, seriously, like that's like what they showed just a preview of her like with her girlfriends and stuff. It's like that's embarrassing now. Now that she's got a kid, like that's embarrassing.
Well, there was like she was making out with Dina, and like some girl was kissing her butt while she was like out the limo, and
I
her
saw
dress was
that.
up, and I
Yeah.
don't know if it was
God.
Ryder or who, but she was
Probably
kissing her butt,
Ryder.
and I was like, what's going on here in
Yeah.
this limo?
Yeah, what the hell?
Speaking of all that, Gianni, somehow it got back to him. And he said that he didn't want to marry anyone that acts like that. So I think.
I mean, I don't blame Gianni.
Yeah.
They've got a kid together. Like at this point, and not only that, but she's on national television. Like I understand Snooki is Snooki, but there's a certain line that I don't know. She
Yeah.
wants to be taken seriously as a parent and
You
write a
shouldn't do
book,
certain
have
things.
make-unders. Like I don't know. Hopefully she's done with that.
but I can't wait to watch it.
I know, me too. Me too, actually.
excited. We're like,
I'm
what's gonna
looking
happen?
forward to it. One thing that I was curious, that I thought was interesting wasn't shown was the fact of Jenni telling Snooki. I thought they were going to show a preview of that, and
Oh, yeah, there was
where
none
did
of
we hear
that.
that? We don't see it, so hopefully we'll get to see that again.
That would be good.
And the cast, I think Jersey Shore cast looks like they'll all be there.
Some of them
next
should be
week.
there. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully we'll see more of them. All right, guys, where can we find you?
I am on Twitter at I am Kelli Taylor, and that's Kelly with an I.
I'm on Twitter at Annika_Michelle and my website, AnnikaMichelle.com.
And you can actually find me. I have a clothing line, so check that out. Rallybabe.com, RALLYBABE.com, and then the Twitter handle for that is RallyBabeLA. So
Oh my
check it
gosh,
out,
go to
guys.
Rally Babe. The clothes are so
So
awesome.
I'm wearing it too. Yay!
From Bing.com, executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later, bitches.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.